Okay. Her story began like so many others. The youngest of four with three older brothers, another hand-me-down shirt tucked into dusty overalls. She was a tomboy, so much so that her mother nicknamed her Tom. Was that what caused it? Caused the pain her family felt the day she said, "I'm gay"? Or was it her father's fault for calling out to play ball with the boys when dolls made better toys for a young girl like her? The reasoning is unimportant as the words that followed. Her final sentences of attempted explanation trailed off as she felt their absolute silence like tiny pinpricks on every square inch of her body. The silence had filled the room with all their thoughts so obviously that they didn't even have to speak them because she already knew. That initial lack of words spelled out so much more to her than the subsequent shouts of disgraceful, unacceptable, and get out. Her family suddenly divided like enemies on a battlefield. She packed her bags among rifle shots of shame and bombs of hate exploding from their mouths without a thought to the pain they caused. Her story didn't begin the day she said, "I do," but the day she pleaded, "I don't. I don't want you to think I never loved you. I don't know why I didn't know before. I don't want you to do that. You're hurting me. Please don't." Her newlywed husband didn't hear the voice of his wife, but of a woman telling him things he just couldn't understand. He didn't understand because gay to him was unnerving. Gays to him were perverted and disturbing. Gays to him were worth nothing. "You don't know what you're talking about," he said, as if the past year of silent tears and built-up fears didn't exist for her, as if his touch could cure her like the strongest medication for a disgusting disease. His touch did come then, but his cure was not like the mother's soft hand on the forehead of a suffering child, but a solid backhand trying to knock the sickness out of him. What followed next was a frenzy of fists, pinned wrists, and whispered wishes for it all to end quick. And when it was done, she quickly left while the man she once trusted quietly slept. Her bruised heart wept, knowing that with each breath, she would forever feel the hate that had crept from his chest, forever be the one raped for admitting what she could have suppressed. 3. Their story began with a move to a new house on a new street in a new town where they would try to keep discreet this time, sacrificing honesty for acceptance. They said they were best friends from childhood. But friendly smiles quickly became distorted as prejudice pulled people's faces into grotesque projections of disgust and absolute contempt. Mumbled words of disapproval eventually grew colder, the voices of strangers growing bolder over time until their ears rang with the hate-filled slogans that followed them home daily. But one day worse than any, they were followed by more than just taunts and words, and instead haunted down curb streets to an alley where 4 men misunderstood the meaning of justice. Why are you at age 40 and 45 content not to be the wives of men? They beat them to within an inch of their lives and then brought out the knives that would bring the end. Luckily, none of these are my story because I have family and friends that support me, but I will never forget the ones that are beaten and messed with, mistreated, detested, used, abused, and refused the rights, the love, and the story that I have been blessed with. Thank you.